Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. This is Miles from Miles and Crawford Variety Hour. This week, we are missing Crawford. Oh, no. So, Crawford and I have some crazy schedules coming up, so we're going to go ahead and start doing what we like to call our little tidbits. We will take our own time to podcast solo style. It's going to be rough without my friend to talk to and banter and maybe attempt to keep me on track. So I'm going to try to keep these between 10 to 15 minutes long. If you guys like them, let us know. This week, I would like to go ahead and give a few shout outs. 1, to the Lady Pod Squad. We appreciate all your support, your Twitter follows. Every single one of you have been wonderful to us. The feedback and just the camaraderie has been wonderful. 2 weeks ago, I found Mocha Minutes. Wonderful little podcast to listen to. I think you as well would enjoy. Follow Lady Pod Squad on Facebook or Twitter. You will find some wonderful little bits from all the ladies. That varies from healthy eating to true crime to ladies and gentlemen talking about movies and stories and personal stories and religion and politics, or anything besides religion and politics. So follow Lady Pod Squad. They are awesome. Now, on to whatever I'm going to talk about, which I'm not real sure. I want to say that kudos to everybody. We made it through Thanksgiving. We haven't gotten nuked just yet by North Korea. And for all of those who had to endure our family, you endured. Good job. Now, we have to get to Christmas, but we'll get there in time, and we have time to get there, so enjoy it while we can. Other than that, I would think that, this Thanksgiving has been a little hard for some of you. Perhaps you have lost a loved one. I have a few friends who have lost their loved ones this past year, so I know the holidays have been hard, so kudos for getting through that difficult time period. For now, though, we're going to focus on the awesome world of America, because no one's listening enough about us. Ugh. Aren't you guys all sick of listening to us? I feel like the entire world is just done, spent. They're fucking tired of us, and I don't blame you. If you are not in America and you cannot stand any more of our political bullshit, let me know, because I'm tired of it too. It has been one fucking dumpster fire after another the last 2 weeks. It's just been, I don't even know where to start. But I am going to start with today's latest bombshell news, aka not really a bombshell. Matt Lauer happens to be just as creepy as we all thought he was. Shock! And not. Here. So, Matt Lauer has always been a creepy fucking little man, okay? He's weird. There's always been something weird about him. I haven't been able to watch the Today Show since Ann Curry left, because without him, it got strange. Well, him, and then the whole, Kathy thing, and Hoda, that's just not, I don't know. That's not the Today Show that I was used to. And being born in the 80s, I was a big fan of Tom Brokaw on the NBC Nightly News and Peter Jennings on ABC. And those are the kind of male journalistic figures that I thought about. And when Matt Lauer came up 20 years ago, I don't know. I just didn't like him. He just gave me the heebie-jeebies. And so to go to show, guess what? He's a creepy bastard who put a nice little button underneath his desk to lock the door. Like, how fucking weird. Not only that, we have Donald Trump going fucking insane on Twitter about everything that doesn't matter. Right now, to me, here are the things that you should possibly be paying attention to. FCC's trying to repeal net neutrality. If you do not know what net neutrality is, go anywhere on the internet and find out about it, okay? Net neutrality, support it. It's awesome. You think that you can listen to all your podcasts while we have a repeal of net neutrality? You are wrong. Net neutrality keeps all of us good. It keeps all of us together. It keeps us on the internet. Sure, we've had an uprising of the alt-right, fake news, Russian fucking whatever, but all these things are possible because of net neutrality. But, well, then we should get rid of it, because then we won't get fake news and blah, blah, blah. No, that's not the case, guys, okay? So, like, we repeal net neutrality, and then you're paying for every service you use. You're going to pay to use Facebook, and then again to pay to use YouTube, and then pay another monthly fee to see Google. And if whoever you're using doesn't want you to see like certain social aspects, they can block that from you. You can't find cool new YouTube videos or new podcasts or any of that stuff. So, support net neutrality. Call your FCC. Also, Supreme Court. So, they're trying to let us know whether or not cops have the ability to track us by our location devices. Nothing weird there. So that's a whole thing that I'm not really a whole lot of, I haven't really dived into, but I want to, and I'm going to this week to find out how dirty the cops are trying to get to being able to tap us all the time. So at this point, if you haven't already started turning off your location, you should. Your location should be on when you're using any kind of GPS service, or you are trying to put on a Snapchat filter, and then you turn it off when you're done with that filter, or you're intentionally trying to get people to join you somewhere, so you ping where you're at. Outside of that, my location is always off of my phone. Y'all bitches don't need to know where I'm at all the time, okay? You don't need to know where I'm posting from, alright? So, and for cops to, see, hear, whatever that I'm doing with another one of my friends and think that it might be criminal activity, which it's not. I'm a mom. I got a job. It's not like I'm not a perfect angel, but I'm not like a fucking criminal either way. But I still don't want them in my shit, alright? So we should be paying attention to the Supreme Court ruling. Also, we've got North Carolina. I'm sorry, guys. North Korea. Attempting to show us how big their balls really are. Also, beyond North Korea's crazy nut job ability, we have the wonderful, mind-boggling, soul-killing tax reform that the Republicans are pushing out. Look, I get it. If you're making like $200,000 a year, this is actually not a bad tax reform for you. If you're not making $200,000 a year, then this tax reform is going to fuck you sideways, upwards, horizontally, awkwardly, diagonally, I don't even know. Like, it's rectangularly, circularly. There is all kinds of stupid metaphors I could use for how terrible this tax reform is. So, call your senators. Say no to the tax reform. Okay? Just get it. All right? So, there's all that's going on. And beyond that, we have all the other crazy, insane stories. We have a mother in Virginia who is facing a felony up to 5 years in jail because her daughter was being bullied. The school refused to do anything about it. She put a recorder in her daughter's book bag, and now the mom might be going to jail for 5 years. Yeah. Not only that, but we have Centoya Brown, who is a survivor of sex trafficking. She kills a man who was sex trafficking her, and now she's facing life in prison. Wow. That stupid fucking piece of shit Brock Turner from fucking Ohio is fucking scot-free. So, and he raped a woman. If you don't know about Brock Turner, he's a white frat fucking swim guy who was raping a passed out woman in an alley. 2 dudes saw what he was doing, pulled him off, held him down until the cops were called, and they gave him 3 months for raping an unconscious woman because she was dressed provocatively and she was drunk. Yeah. So, that is your weekly news cap. On a good note, we are entering a holiday season and it's gonna suck, okay? It's gonna suck. Because we can't get all the new gadgets. $1,000 iPhone? Jerk off. Hell no. No. Stop. It's not that cool, guys. It's just not. By the way, waited out like, I don't know, 6 months and some other new fabulous phone is going to come out for half the goddamn price. Save your money. Alright? There's all kinds of neat, gadgets and gifts that you can get. But you know what you should be doing is picking up toys and food for people who need it. Because that's a really good gift. Alright? I'm not saying I'm not spoiling my kids a little bit this year or spoiling my husband a bit. But I'm also making sure that as of Friday, I'm going to go out shopping. I'm picking up a handful of toys for the Toys for Tots. I'm helping fill the bin for our local city mission. As well as, picking up a tree. Those little things that the Salvation Army does. And I get it. I know the Salvation Army is the devil and they do all these terrible things. But I can't on a moral level stop myself from letting a kid have Christmas because the Salvation Army sucks. It's not their fault that the Salvation Army is the only way for their family to get help. And I get you don't want to give the money to the bell ringers. That's okay. But you should still go to one of those trees, pick up that you're looking at like a 12-year-old girl who all she really wants is like really simple stuff. She's not asking for an Xbox One or a new laptop. She's usually asking for some clothes, some socks, and a warm winter jacket. And you shouldn't deny her of a safe, warm, happy Christmas because the Salvation Army sucks. We should try to help the families and know that when you're helping those families, it goes to those families. When you're giving it to the bell ringers, you don't know where your money is going. But when you're picking up one of those things and you're actually dropping off those gifts for a specific family, it goes to that family. So for or against the Salvation Army, folks, I would really appreciate that you try to do that. Or maybe you live in a big enough city where you can go, I don't know, meet one of the homeless people. Find out what they want for Christmas. You know what? Maybe they want $20. Look at that one homeless guy. He got $20 of his own money. Well, not his own money, but donated money. His last $20 filled up some lady's gas tank with it. She was able to raise like $380,000 for him on a GoFundMe page. What's even better about this story is, he is so humbled by it. He's like, look, thank you. I'm going to do really great things with this. And most of that is to give back and help out all my other friends that are homeless as well. Like, I don't know, man. Humanity. I love you. You guys are some good folks out there. And there's a lot of good things that are happening. So, while we're listening to all the terrible news and all the terrible bullshit, remember to stop and find a good story and realize that there's a lot of good things that are happening and that there is a lot of good people in the world and a lot of good countries that are doing right by their citizens. And even if you're not living it right now, know that it's out there and it is possible, and that people are doing the right thing. Even if it's not making media or Twitter or Facebook headlines, there are amazing things that are happening and you can be a part of those amazing things. So you should make that happen. And that's what I've got for you. There's my tidbit for today. Today is Wednesday, November 29th, and congratulations on making it through Thanksgiving. Onward.